talk about the characteristics of a winning phrase now, okay? What makes a winning phrase? Well, number one, the phrase should be in the greeting card format, okay? Greeting card format. It should say, to my wife, then it should have the emotional phrase, right? And then it should end with some kind of salutation. Love your husband, love your boyfriend, love your wife, right? Something like that. Look, I would say the salutation is a little bit optional. I've seen many people that have really powerful phrases and they don't need it, but typically this greeting card format is what we see sell the best, okay? This is what sells the best. Two, what makes a winning phrase? It has to move people emotionally. It has to. You have to pull at heartstrings. This is the most important part, guys. If you do not move people emotionally, if they read your phrase and they are not affected by it, they are not going to buy your product, okay? You are literally getting paid to make people feel stuff. This is the whole business. I'm not kidding. You are getting paid to make people experience an emotion. That is it. That is this whole freaking business, okay? And the phrase is just a tool to do that. That's the whole business. People are literally paying you for an emotional experience. That's it. That's it. So that phrase has to move people emotionally. If it doesn't move people emotionally, you are wasting your time. It doesn't matter how good the design is. It doesn't matter how great you are at Facebook ads. It doesn't matter how amazing your Shopify page is and how many hours you've spent on it. None of that matters. If you cannot move people emotionally, you will fail. This is the name of the game. This is everything. Back to you people that are new, that are watching this for the first time. You need to be writing this down. I am telling you right now that if there was a genie in a bottle and I had one wish, right? And it had to be related to print on demand or whatever. I would ask to be able to master moving people emotionally with these phrases. That is my one wish. If I could be a master at that, I would never worry about money again, ever. This is everything, okay? Out of all of the skill sets that you might be trying to learn right now, this needs to be at the top of your list. If you get the phrase right, everything else is easy. Even if you don't know how to run Facebook ads or your Shopify store has some messed up stuff on it, right? Everything else is forgivable, right? This makes the entire business very forgiving if you have the right product. People will overlook other stuff if you have the right product. If you don't have the right product, everything else is difficult. Ask anybody that's scaled a product. They will tell you the exact same thing. All right, it's a phrase that pays. If they cry, they'll buy. Remember, we're moving people emotionally. Can be any emotion. Can be a positive emotion, could be a negative emotion. How do you think headlines and viral articles go around about COVID or a war over here or reaching the debt ceiling? You know, it's just fear. It's fear, it's anxiety, it's panic, it's stress. But that emotion, even though it's negative, it freaking sells, people. It freaking sells. It doesn't matter the emotion. You just need to make somebody experience something, okay? They can be sad. You can make them feel sadness. So for example, let's say you have a memorial gift, right? So I've seen people sell many times dog tags or the graphic hearts where it's supposed to be a memorial gift where someone will upload, it'll be a buyer upload, they'll upload a picture of like their late grandpa, something like that. And then on the back of the dog tag or the heart or whatever, they'll engrave their lifespan, 1925 to 2004, whatever it is, right? It's a memorial gift, a remembrance gift. They're probably gonna feel a little bit touched by sadness every time they see it. They will buy it in droves. I've seen these be hot sellers multiple times. Or you can make people happy cry, okay? Maybe you just say something in a certain kind of way or the phrase expresses like an emotion that's just perfectly, boom, happy tears. Laughter. So I've seen this work even with jewelry, believe it or not, multiple times. If you say something that's slightly inappropriate, it sells really well. Most of the time it's inappropriate in a way that I can't really repeat on Coffee with Michael because there are typically kids in the room when parents are watching this, but it's adult stuff. Put that on a message card, shock some people. It's funny, they laugh, they buy, right? Gag gifts work really well, and that's kind of our version of a gag gift. Anger is another one that works well. I typically don't see anger with jewelry, mainly because I think folks have trouble kind of finding the right angle, but you see this work all the time in political stuff, right? So anger is one that works well. And then love is another one that works really well, especially Valentine's Day, the romance niche. Say something lovey-dovey, say something cheesy, say something a little sappy, things like that. It works really well. Again, you can move somebody if you can make them feel literally anything, they're more likely to buy your stuff, okay? They're more likely to buy your stuff. This is a whole business. This is the entire business. I'm telling you, it took me, I had to in a way figure this out on my own. I would find winning products and I'd have to go, I'd have to ask myself, why did this product sell? What is it about this that's making it work? And I'd have to think through psychology and what I'd learned about marketing. And it occurred to me, I'm like, oh, like it's not rocket science. I'm not I shouldn't get any credit for this. I'm just kind of a slow guy. It took a while to realize. I'm like, oh, if I make somebody feel something, they're more likely to buy. That's easy. That's easy once you figure this out. This is the key to this entire business. I'm serious. It's not more difficult than this. This is the key to the whole business. Let me ask you real quick. Are you guys feeling empowered by this? If you're going, oh, I get it now, right? You have little light bulbs going off. Or maybe you're going, oh, I can do this. I can do this. I know how to make people feel stuff. Let's keep going. This one thing is responsible for millions and millions and millions of dollars of sales.